Tigers and the Western Rams. I'm Ashley Borg for New South Wales Rugby League TV. The score at half-time is the Northern Tigers 14, Western Rams 10, coming into the second half with the Western Rams to kick off. Western Rams running to the right of your screen in the green, the Northern Tigers in there orange and black. So the first hit up of the second half completed there as the Northern Tigers moving the football. Good little darting run, picks up a few extra metres. Here's Browning. Go Link, you can hear in the crowd. And Lincoln making metres every time he touches that football. Weatherall with the ball. Inside ball to Jamison, who's inspired. He was put to the bench today. He played last week starting for the starting prop. Tried to make extra metres, and in his haste, he's dropped the football. He's complaining that maybe there was some interference there. But the referees have had their chat, and they've decided it is a knock-on. It will be a feed into the scrum for the Western Rams, about 5 metres short of the halfway line. So, Toby Jamison, determined to make his presence felt as the interchange player today. He was originally named in the starting lineup prior to this morning. Ball out to Porter. Porter to Baker. Baker on the outside. And I think, pretty sure this is Bassingthwaite. And Bassingthwaite is taken down. They haven't really made any metres from the original scrum. There's Madden taking in a really solid tackle. He's a big man, hard to stop. And they've done well to stop him before the halfway. Sutcliffe with the football. Handing it off, and that's a solid hit as well. And that was on Green. Mooney. Sutcliffe. Into Porter. Darting run there by the number 4, Jade Ninnis. Sutcliffe again. Tries to dummy there and show and go, but he was stopped. Good tackle there by the Tigers. And Porter with a kick, and that was a more conventional kick there, not the spiral kick that we saw in the first half that was dropped by Josephson, and he secured that well, the fullback. And the Tigers to start. Lincoln Browning with a few more good metres. Stopped there by Colton Backer of the Rams, number 15. Weatherall. Weatherall to Jamison. Jamison trying to duck under and go through. And duck around, he gets some more metres. So Weatherall with a footy now. Davidson. Inside ball to the 11 of Rashowski. And Rashowski about 9 metres out from the halfway line for the Northern Tigers here. Weatherall. To Josephson to Browning. Browning forces himself over halfway on the 5th and last. Tigers with a kick to come. Fitzsimons with a kick. Finding a bit of open territory here. Is it too deep? Unfortunately for the Northern Tigers, it is. And they're going to get the ball 20 metres out here. The Western Rams. This is Innes. Brazier over the top. And around the legs was Jamison. First tackle. Sutcliffe. And the ball back onto the outside of his teammate who takes the tackle. A few metres short of the halfway line, about 10 short of the halfway line. And the Western Rams now trying to work it out of their first half. Very tight game this. As Bassingthwaite, one of the try scorers, tried to offload but wisely held on. Sutcliffe. Porter with the kick. Trying to find the open spaces. Taken well there by Charlie Leonard. He's been given an absolute hit there by 17 of Mooney. And the extra chaser. The crowd complaining here and looking for a penalty, not given. As play goes on and the Tigers move it to about 12 to 13 short of their halfway line. Weatherall to Wallace. Wallace trying to duck back in on the inside. Some really good metres there from Darcy Wallace. Stopped there by Moss, the captain. Here's Browning again. Browning goes through. Another 3 or 4 metres from Lincoln Browning. Solid game this from Lincoln. Ball to Davidson. Duck on the inside and dummies. There's Wallace with the football. Wallace making some more crucial metres. They're about 25 metres out on the last. Davidson with a football. Goes to the corner. Good catch there by Botfield. Ball out to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons needs to get rid of it. Does, and it's touched there by the Western Rams, and he's calling 6 again, the referee. So here's Wetherill with the football. Wetherill, 8 metres short. Here's Browning. Can Browning make the scoot over? Stopped about 5 metres out. Wetherill at dummy half. Opportunity for the Tigers to score. Fitzsimmons to Davidson. Davidson to Josephson. Josephson breaks one. Tries to get around the second. Well stopped there by Jace Baker. Here comes a run there from Brazier. Wetherill. Wetherill to Browning. Browning's trying to get there. He's a couple of metres short. This is Wetherill at dummy half. What can he do? What can he make happen? Goes out at Fitzsimons, and that was beautifully telegraphed there by Jaden Innes. But Jaden Innes was too quick out, and the referee's caught him, and the Tigers have a penalty. It looked too good to be true, and it was. He came out really quick there, Jaden Innes, and he was caught by the ref. So the Tigers now 10 metres out. Browning. Big run from Lincoln Browning. He's been terrific. 3 metres short. Wetherill now dummy half. Brazier. Brazier trying to scoot through. Good tackle there by the Rams defence. Wetherill to Davidson. Inside ball, Mr. Rashowski. Here's Josephson in the gap. Josephson hits the gap and Josephson scores the try. Great run there by Reece Josephson. His second try of the game, and it's 18 points to 10. Kick to come. A couple of dummies. And one there with Rashowski. I thought he ran a really good line, but Josephson ran a better one. And it was a beautifully hit pass. And Josephson ran straight through the line, straight through the gap, and straight through for his second try. Club Rugby League is back, ladies and gentlemen. Get back to playing unreal footy with real mates. With club tackle or tag options available, there is an option for everyone. Head to playrugbyleague.com to find your nearest club. 4 tries to 2 so far. Riley Fitzsimmons, 1 for 3 off the kicking tee today. He's been a bit of a mixed bag all year. Really needs to find some accuracy with his kick here to try and extend this lead to 10 points. About 15 metres out, and he's pulled that one as well. So 1 for 4. Riley Fitzsimmons off the kicking tee, and the Northern Tigers are 18 points to 10 in front with 21 minutes left. They need to win today and hope the Central Coast Roosters beat the Knights to make the semi-finals. But they've first got to do the job here on their home paddock, here at Farrer Memorial Agricultural High School in Farrer, just 10 minutes outside of Tamworth. Jaden Innes with the restart. Davidson underneath and takes a nice catch. Brownie, that seemed to look forward. A couple of supporters there thought so as well, but he's gotten away with that. There's Wetherill to Brazier. Well stopped there by Cariatana. And his mate Nate Green, the man from Portland, Craig Bellamy's hometown. Here's Jamison. Jamison stopped 20 metres short of halfway. Stopped there by Coltenbacker. Here's Josephson. He gets through again, Reece Josephson. He's been doing it all day. Got to get round the fullback and does. Has he got the speed to beat the rest of the Rams? Fends off his opponent, and that's a wonderful individual try. And that's his hat-trick. Reece Josephson, a sensational try. And the Northern Tigers, 22. Western Rams, 10. Kick to come. Fantastic solo effort by Reece Josephson, number 1. He saw the gap and he hit it. He had to take on the fullback and he took him on. And then that last chase of the I think it was Jaden Innes. He gave him the don't argue. Ran the extra 10 metres and scored a magnificent solo try from just over halfway. That'll make your highlight reel this week, ladies and gentlemen. That is for absolute certainty. That'll be one of the tries of the week here in New South Wales Rugby League TV. And Riley Fitzsimmons is in pretty much the same spot as he was before, about 5 metres closer. And he really needs to put this over to try and give himself some confidence, but most importantly to put the Northern Tigers 14 points up with just under 20 minutes to go. The Andrew Johns Cup is proudly sponsored by SLE. SLE provides services in underwriting, claims handling, risk management and administration, all in one location. Visit www.sleworldwide.com.au for more information. As Riley Fitzsimmons goes 2 for 5 on the conversion front, and it's 24 points to 10 to Northern Tigers. And just as they did in the first half, the Northern Tigers hit early. And the Western Rams are going to have to do some come-from-behind work here with Jamison with the ball. Good hit up. Culverson in the tackle there with Moss and also Coltenbacker. Here's Rothel coming back onto the field. Very powerful prop here, number 8, Nate Rothel. Solid footballer for the Singleton Greyhounds. Here's Wallace. Oh, and that tackle, that wasn't Wallace there. Looked like Josephson, and that tackle has gone a little bit skew-if. A referee's called out the player, and he's reported him for an illegal tackle. That tackle just wasn't up to where it needed to be. And the penalty's going to go to the Northern Tigers. Western Rams in danger here of letting this all go. They fought hard to come back as the football ends up onto the Farrer Memorial Agricultural High School grandstand roof. Lucky they've got some spares. And we restart. Tigers first tackle over the halfway line, about 5 metres into their own territory there, into the Rams territory. Rothel now. Rothel with the ball. Rothel making some metres. Good powerful run. Took a couple to stop him. Sutcliffe was one of them. So was Watman. Davidson. Ryszowski. Ryszowski, good run. Good metres. Crowd calling for another high tackle here, and the referee looked like he was going to put the whistle to his mouth. Davidson. Davidson and Wallace. Wallace tries to get through the tiring Western Rams defence. Number 5 there was Joe Edwards with a good stop. Weatherall. Weatherall to Davidson. Poor pass. Davidson held on very, very well. Crowd calling for an illegal tackle there. The knees in there, not great. Fitzsimmons now. Fitzsimmons tries to chip it in. Dangerous here. Looked a bit open. But a great stop by Jamison, and Jamison taking his man nearly to the in-goal area. That was Hayden Porter. He did well to stop himself from going in. And the Western Rams have it all to do here. 16 minutes to go and they're 14 points down. Need to get some points on the board in a hurry. Here's Cariatana. Good run. And he tried to offload it. It was stripped by Anderson. And Anderson picks up the intercept. And that extra effort there by Corey Coltenback is going to see a penalty given to the Tigers. Pretty unnecessary there by the 15, Corey Coltenbacher, the captain there. Jonah Moss comes in to complain, but there's not much to complain about. The tackle was late. And the Tigers have a penalty. The kick sees the Tigers get to about 20 metres out from the try line here. And another 4-pointer here in the next few minutes is going to see a very big mountain to climb for the Rams. As we see Reshkowski, and that was solid. You can almost hear that from in the crowd, that tackle. And Watman with Coltenbacher part of it. Brazier with a footy. Cariatana trying to stop him. And his teammate Matari Kelly. Ball's dropped and the referee's called knock on. That was solid defence by the Western Rams. Kapini Cariatana and Matari Kelly, number 8 and 9 respectively, in a beautiful tackle. And quite frankly, the Tigers player just couldn't hold on to the football. $18 metres short of their own line. I think we've got a forced substitution here by the look of it. Might be a bit of claret coming out of the head there. That number 9, is it? It is Darcy Weatherall getting himself tidied up. The referee's told him to go off, so I'm assuming he's got to go. We're still waiting for scrum to pack. As Weatherall goes back on. He's had the necessary clean-up and he's back in action. There's Baker. Good outside ball. Ducks inside. That's a great piece of work by the Western Rams. That's a wonderful run and a good saving tackle there by Davidson. He's holding on a little bit too long. 6 against as a referee. Great run by Bassingthwaite. Edwards with the football now. Dragged back to his side of the halfway line by a good defending tackle there by 12 of Shafar and Rothel. Here's Cariatana. Cariatana carrying a few with him. 10 metres his side of halfway. Stopped there by Reshkowski. Here's Baker. Baker with the football and he holds on to it. Takes the tackle. Wallace gives it to him. Kelly a dummy half. Here's Watman. Watman met by Rothel. Bounces off him. Gives it back to Kelly. Kelly with the football. Can he make some magic happen? No, he's stopped there by a couple of Tigers players. About 12 short. Moss with the footy to Baker. Baker to Coltenbacher. Coltenbacher with the football. Stop. 5 short. Referee says 5th and last. Here's a play. Baker tries to kick it forward, but it's intercepted by Brazier. Brazier tries to make some metres. Spinning in out of 1 or 2 tackles. Drops the football. What's happened there? The referee's called knock on, has he? Not going with the advantage. And he's giving the football to the Western Rams. So the Rams getting the ball back. That was a really good set of 6 there for the Rams. It was started off with a wonderful run by Rex Bassingthwaite, number 1. He's electric. He's with the football to Baker. Here's Bassingthwaite now. Can he make it up again? A great step off the left, and Bassingthwaite, I thought he was in a gap there, and he did well to hold on in the end. Here's Kelly. Kelly to Watman. Watman stopped by a desperate Tigers defence. They're 14 points up. 12 minutes and 15 seconds to go. They don't want to let it go like last week. Kelly to Baker. Baker to Porter. Porter on the outside, Ennis. Ennis trying to go himself. Tries to offload on the outside. Good defence there by the Tigers. Out to Phillips. Phillips with the football. He's 10 short. Solid defence by the Tigers. Here is Cariatana. Can he get himself there? That's a great solo effort, but he's just not there. Couple of metres short. There's Kelly. And not sure what's happened there, but he might have just knocked it on. How unlucky, how unfortunate there for Kapini Cariatana. That was a great carry, and he was within a metre. And he's just let it go at the crucial moment, and the Tigers escape once again. They're 14 points up. They need to win the Northern Tigers and have the Central Coast Roosters beat the Knights to make the semi-finals. So it's a big, big game for them. Big game for both sides. The loser is pretty much out. It's Baker there with a really good tackle there for the Rams. He's been solid. Been really solid, Jace Baker, with the headgear, number 6. Here's Rashowski. With a carry. Sorry, Jamison with a carry. This is Rashowski. Rashowski, number 11. Good carry there by Dustin Rashowski. Takes it to 15 metres short of halfway. Weatherall at dummy half. Is he going to Davison? No, he's going back on the inside of Josephson, who's been outstanding with a hat-trick of tries today. Brings it to within 2 metres of the halfway line. Weatherall to Rothel. Rothel takes a step. Here's a double step. Almost loses the ball. Gives it off to his teammate in Fitzsimons, who then loses it. And they've knocked it on. And they're about 10 metres short of the halfway line. The referee stops the clock there. Inclusion month here at NSW or Rugby League. New South Wales Rugby League is the game for all. The Rugby League of New South Wales is committed to providing a sporting environment free of discrimination of any kind, while promoting respectful and tolerant behaviour. The aim is to make everyone, whether a player, parent, spectator, coach, volunteer, referee or official, feel valued and included, no matter their gender, race, religion, sexual orientation or ability. Inclusion month here at New South Wales Rugby League. It's a wonderful initiative. So we see a stoppage in play for an injury, and it looked like Riley Fitzsimmons there, and he number 6. Nate Rothel almost dropped the ball after making a couple of really nice steps off the left, and then gave the pass off to Riley Fitzsimmons, who pretty much just dropped it cold under the pressure. So we see a replacement there, or a substitution. So a score check here with 10 minutes and 13 seconds on the clock here at Farrer Memorial Agricultural High School in Farrer. Northern Tigers 24, Western Rams 10. The loser can say goodbye to a final spot, and the winner has to rely on results. As here's a bit of a run. Here's a bust from Innes. Innes still going. Innes now taking a 3-person tackle, and the referee clearly can hear him call held. Plays the ball about 10 metres past his halfway. Good effort there by Hayden Whiteman. 6 again, says the referee, for an infringement. Cariatana with the football. The bench of the Northern Tigers calling out for a knock on there, but that's not eventuating. Cariatana stopped 20 metres, 30 metres from the his try line. Whiteman again with a carry for the Rams. Here's Kelly. Dummies Cariatana and goes to Porter. Porter to Innes. Innes hits a roadblock of Jamison and Josephson there. Oh, sorry, that'd be Botfield there. Here's Moss. Moss to Porter. Porter tries to fend. He's still going. Porter still standing in the tackle. And then 3 more Tigers players converge to send him back another 5 or 6 metres. Not a great ball to Baker. He makes the best of it. Good little chip kick into Edwards. Edwards tries his best to get over, but he's tackled brilliantly by Darcy Wallace. And he's dropped the footy. And with just under 9 minutes to go, it's going to be a scrum to the Northern Tigers. Not going to be a scrum, it's going to be a play the ball. So we're just going to move forward here, about 15 metres short of the Tigers try line there, as the Northern Tigers are trying to hold on and give themselves some chance of making these semi-finals here with 8 minutes on the clock, a 14-point lead. They lose it from here, you pretty much say they don't deserve it, but they're making a good fist of it here so far. They're 12 metres short of the halfway line through Their attacker there. There's Davison. Dummies. Rashowski goes to Wallace. Wallace takes the football. Takes on a couple of players. Well, Baker hits the deck. And Culverson backs him up. And Culverson still going as Wallace. Gee, that was a great effort there. Good stuff there. And Moss and Culverson take him down. Gilmore gives it to Davidson. A couple of those kickers look past the... runners look past the kicker there, and he knocked on anyway, so a bit of natural justice. As Tamiiti Puata has the football, he's scored 6 tries this season, but hasn't looked like scoring one today. And that was a fantastic tackle by the Tigers. 8 metres from the halfway line now, the Tigers. The Rams really needing to score, and needing to score quick. Here's Sutcliffe. Sutcliffe for the Rams. Been good today, the 14. Been really solid. Trying to do his best to help his team. Here's Baker. Baker to Colton Backer. Colton Backer to Culverson. Culverson, 12 metres past his halfway line now for the Rams. And he just drops it cold. Goodness me. It's errors that cost you games, and the Rams are being absolutely crucified with them at the moment. Blatchy's Blues tickets are on sale now. Don the famous blue t-shirt and wig and join the most passionate supporter base in sport. You can secure your seat by heading to nswrl.com.au/origin/tickets. Ball comes out of the scrum from Gilmore. A good carry, 10 metres short of the halfway line. 6 minutes to go, 14-point lead to the Tigers. 15 was Hawkins, and he was absolutely smashed by Watman. And looked like Colton Backer there. It was a great hit. Here's Browning. Browning driven back now. Beautiful work there by Porter. And Cariatana. That was a great pushback. Drove him back at least 8 metres. Here's Gilmore. Gilmore a metre out past his halfway. Here's a good effort there by Schaefer. Gee, these hits are coming in thick and fast now. The Rams know they need to score. They need to get the ball back to do so. But in their enthusiasm, they've given away another penalty, and the Northern Tigers now can slow it down, steady it up. Josephson with the ball. Look for that touch line. And just slow things down as the ball trickles down the hill there at the back. It's a 14-point lead. Western Rams have it all to do. 15 is Hawkins. Tackled really well there by Phillips and Watman. Rothel goes, steps off the left foot, tries to go himself, and he's held up. That was a good step off the left foot there by Nate Rothel. But the defence just picked it up in time. And we're still 24-10 as Rothel plays the ball. Gilmore at dummy half to Davidson. Davidson to Rashowski. Tackle well by Colton Backer and Baker. Browning! Browning goes over, does he? Referee! Held up. Great defence there by the Western Rams. That was a big bustling run by Lincoln Browning, but he just didn't get there. Here's Hawkins. Hawkins to Fitzsimmons. Fitzsimmons outside of Bobfield. Bobfield out there. Can't get over the line. And the penalty goes to the Tigers again. Gee, the Rams aren't doing themselves any favours whatsoever. And as the clock counts down to 3.5 minutes to go, I'd say that the Western Rams' chances of making the finals are over. And the Tigers are now going to start looking at other fixtures. As here's a cheeky little run. And he's held up as well, I'd say. Lincoln Browning looking in. No, they dummy him and go to Davidson. Davidson to Josephson to Wallace. Oh, Wallace drops it cold. And then Edwards tries to make something of it and gets taken out, but it'll be advantage back to the original knock on by Darcy Wallace. And The Western Rams to put into the scrum here, I'd say, or is this just going to be a straight play the ball? Look like they're packing a scrum here with 2.5 minutes to go. The result's pretty much elementary now, 14 points the difference. And the Western Rams came into this game with 12 more tries than their counterparts, and have conceded 5 of them today. As the kick goes forward, this is looking for Tamiati Puata here on the outside, but a great chase back and well defended by the Tigers. And their leading try scorer, Tamiati Puata, has not really had the best of days, unfortunately. 6 tries on the year. It's been a good season for him, but not much going on today. So we go to about 5 metres short of the halfway with Hawkins. Hawkins with the carry. Watman and Cariatana saying to him, you shall not advance. Gilmore at dummy half to Davidson. Davidson to Rashowski. Rashowski trying to hit the gap. Well tackled there by a few men. One of them is Culverson. And another penalty to the Tigers. Disappointing finish here, to be perfectly honest. Too many penalties, and Jonah Moss asking the question, a referee saying he'll have none of it. And the Western Rams are going out with a trickle. Gilmore to Browning. Browning and Watman collide. And his teammate Cariatana helps him. That was a beauty. Gilmore to Hawkins. Cariatana in another tackle. He's been really good. Kapene Cariatana for the Rams, number 8. Here's Fitzsimmons on an inside ball. Here's a solid run. Is he over? Is he going to get there? He is. That was a beautiful inside ball on the darting run. Referee confirms the try. And the try scored by number 12, Ryan Schaefer. And that's his first try of the season, Ryan Schaefer. And with 30 seconds to go, the lead is 18, 28-10, kick to come. And the Northern Tigers now just need to switch over to NSWRL app and check the scores from the other Andrew Johns Cup games to see if the Central Coast Roosters defeat the Knights so they can make the semis. 6 tries to 2 here today. Reece Josephson with a hat-trick. Jack Anderson, Darcy Weatherall and Ryan Schaefer with the others. And for the Western Rams, Rex Bassingthwaite with a wonderful solo try in the first half, and Jaden Innes with the finish off of a great set of passes on the outside, but they've just been too strong today, the Northern Tigers. And they're going to run out winners. Western Rams, not disgraced this season, scored many tries and been very entertaining. They've been quite solid here today, but too many errors cost them. As Riley Fitzsimmons puts over the extras, he's 3 for 6 on the day. And to conclude our coverage of the Andrews Johns Cup, round 5 here at Farrer Agricultural School, John Simpson Oval in Farrer. The Northern Tigers 30 defeat the Western Rams 10. We'll be back in 10 minutes for the Laurie Daly Cup between the same two sides. I'm Ashley Borg, signing off.